Hey everyone, Anthony Scott here at ToyHypeUSA.com. Today I am taking a look at Super7's newly released Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Krang Android figure, which is part of their Super Cyborg figure line. Special shout out and thank you to site sponsor BigBadToyStore for sending him along for review. It's greatly appreciated. This figure is enhanced and far superior compared to the one that Playmates Toys put out in 1991, 33 years ago. He stands at roughly 11 inches tall, and in this review, I will specify why he's better and why you need him for your collection, especially if you have or don't have the original one from Playmates Toys from back in the day. He comes packaged in this window box here with some great artwork, which you see here. I'm loving the brick artwork. That looks really cool. On the side of the box, you see some of his features, including a removable chest, which is something that the original one did not have. But there's more to than that, so do check out the rest of this review. You can also remove the Krang head, which the original one also had. Here's a closer look at the instructions. Removable chest panels, detachable hands. And we have a look down here. On the other side, we have a bio for Krang, and we have a look at a breakdown of all the parts that are included. Here is a closer look at that bio. Here is a look at the back of the box, which gives detailed instructions about all of the working gears and everything inside Krang. Stay around. I am going to open this up and let's take a closer look, and make sure to purchase him at BigBadToyStore. Just use the links off of ToyHypeUSA.com before you shop. Or you can use the links right in the YouTube description below. We would greatly appreciate that. Here we have a look at Krang out of packaging, and just like inside the packaging, I left the cover off so you guys can see the inner workings. Interestingly enough, the one from Playmates Toys back in 1991 did not have a removable chest, so you could not see the inner workings, which includes a rodent with a wheel, which is actually a power converter on the back of the packaging. Just refer back to that. And this can spin, and I'll demonstrate that as well. The inner workings also included a heart monitor, a megaphone, a piston bellows, Technodrome paneling, and overdrive control. So if you go back to the back of the packaging again, it will specify all of these components for you. Here is a closer look at the head sculpt and some of the inner components. The head sculpt looks great. I love the metallic silver deco, which you see on various components throughout the body. Here is a look at both sides. And let me just show you guys the back of the head here. As I said, the wheel can spin, so this will just spiel around. I'm just holding it so he doesn't fall over. So there's your look there. The rodent stays permanently attached. The deco on Krang is just fantastic, just as the original version, but this one is far more enhanced. First of all, as I said, the front cover is removed so you can see the interior workings, and this is all painted as you see here. His primary color is flesh tone, which covers basically the entire body, but again, he has metallic silver, he has red, he has, I'm going to call the wheel teal, and some teal on the interior working here as well. Here is a look at the back, and he has yellow, which you see on the front and back here. Here I went ahead and put the front panel on. This just snaps into place, and Krang goes inside the torso there, just as the original one from Playmates Toys. Interestingly enough, this does not have the acrylic cover that the Playmates Toys version had in 1991. So there is that. I wish this one did, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, Super7 did not include that. So you can just take out Krang in and out to your delight from the torso there. The deco on the chest is also the same throughout the body, flesh tone and metallic silver, and he has that teal color around the torso there where Krang is placed. Once placed in the body, Krang is supposed to stay in place as there's a peg on the back of the torso there. However, I am having a lot of trouble putting Krang in that, so that's why he was a little bit loose inside the body. The articulation on the Android includes a swivel neck. He's got a full range of motion here, swivel arms, swivel wrists, and he's also got swivel ankles. Going back to Krang's placement, you see the peg on the back there. Well, on the body, there is a peg shape carve right into the bottom of the sculpt here, and you're just supposed to push him down. But again, I did have a lot of trouble doing that. Here we have a closer look at Krang. Obviously, he's just a giant brain with some sharp teeth and yellow eyes. And he's got some blue deco highlighting parts of the brain, which is pretty cool. Here is a look at the back and everything. For articulation, he includes swivel tentacles, and he's got a really good range of motion on both sides. Here is a look at all of Krang's accessories. The 1991 figure from Playmates Toys did not have these interchangeable parts. Interestingly enough, he was just left with his hands, which were non-removable. So this new release from Super7 does have interchangeable parts that the Playmates Toys version had in 1994 as part of the 5-inch line. So while that figure had the interchangeable parts, the taller 11-inch 1991 figure unfortunately did not. And with this release, you're getting a claw hand, a mace on a chain, and you're getting a radio hand, which can communicate with Dimension X. You're also getting Krang, his head there, which I showed you guys. And of course, there is no window on the front there, so that is a big difference between the Playmates Toys figure from 1991 and this new release from Super7. Here is a look at the claw and the mace placed on Krang's android, which you see here. Interestingly enough, the 1994 version, while these came with accessories, it did not come with a mace with a chain. It came with a blaster, but it also came with the radio. So the only difference in the accessories is that he comes with the mace and the chain, not the blaster. Krang also does not come with his walker that the 1994 figure came with. So there is that difference as well. Here is another view. The claw can open and close, and as I said, the mace is on a real chain. You can put these and the radio hand on either wrist. It really doesn't matter. Here is a look at the radio hand. Here is another look at that. On the top, it looks like there's antennas there, or maybe spikes. And you do see a screen and some buttons right there on the top and the sides. Here we have one final look at that radio hand. If you guys recall, in the classic cartoon, Krang's android body can grow to an alarming size. So it can grow as big as some skyscrapers in New York City. That is why they put out the 11-inch figure back in the day. And this, once again, pays a great tribute to that as well. Here is another comparison with the turtles. Here I have in a comparison with the first Gokin Krang figure that was put out a number of years back. The Super7 figure is slightly taller compared to this, for your reference. Here is a look at the back of the figure. And here is a comparison with the NECA Toys Krang figure they also put out a few years ago. Here is a look at the back. Overall, Krang is an excellent figure you guys are definitely going to want to own. He is a superior offering compared to what Playmates Toys had put out back in 1991. Considering he has the wrist interchangeable accessories, that's what makes him an upgrade. And I really love the fact that you can remove his chest plate. That's definitely a great touch. Thank you again to site sponsor BigBadToyStore for sending him along for a review. It's greatly appreciated. He is priced at $84.99 and is currently in stock. Don't wait for him to sell out. I have noticed that he has sold out at other online stores, so grab him while you can. Don't let 2024 pass you by without owning this figure. I am Anthony Scott at ToyHypeUSA.com. Thank you so much for watching this video, and stay tuned for more news and reviews.